Alrighty, good morning everybody. We are back live here at the Leather Pocket all weekend long for the Beat the Heat event. It is on the A side, it'll be 9-ball on the 9-foots with a race to 9. On the B side, it'll be on the 7-foot playing 8-ball race to 7. We have our own comfy little home now within the Leather Pocket. We have our own broadcast booth, so please bear with us. I do have to run, let these guys know they are good to go, but I shall be right back momentarily. Alrighty, back again. It is that quick. We have Johnny Triple P taking on Matt McGonigal. Like I say here at the Leather Pocket. Time to get out the can of WD-40. I've got a lot of rust to work through. It has been a minute. Hopefully you guys are doing well. And good to be back on the mic. So 9-ball on the 9-foots. Johnny Triple P at the table with the break. And of course, we are broadcasting live on Facebook as well as YouTube. So if you do have any questions, feel free to ask away. I'll do my best to entertain you as best as I can. And of course, the unwritten rule. Help us out and smash that share button. Just missing is Johnny on that 1-ball. Fairly open shot here for Matt to be able to take advantage. Looking like a very, very runnable table here. Got a little bit off on that 5-ball. Have to go to the short side or bottom left-hand side of the table. And even at that, not sure if he can get in on that 6-ball. Let me know how my volume is also doing. You guys can hear me okay. Weather is beautiful here in Calgary. Let me take off the Leather Pocket. That would help. Like I say, there is some of that old-time rust. I'm going to need a can of WD-40, but I'll get it worked out by the end of the day. Great shot. Got a little off angle here on the 6-ball. I think he can still cut this. Gonna have to shave the shine off of that 6-ball, but it is doable. Plays the safety instead. Would have liked that right snug up to that 7-ball. Nonetheless, off the back rail here for Johnny. Good hit. Got about as good as you could expect out of that shot. Does leave the cut on for Matt. Will lose the cue ball here a little bit. Might have to go up and back. Full length of the table twice. Might be able to hold it. Can't quite see where that 7-ball is. Oh, he's got a little bit off that bottom rail, so we might be able to shave this in and just come downtown once. Tries to go a couple of rails with it. Would have landed perfect on that 7-ball, just about. But this will bring Johnny to the table. Open shot on the 6. Tries to dig into that shot, and unfortunately, these are diamond tables, tight pockets. Hey Dave, welcome back to you as well. It has certainly been a while since Q Sports Live, what I'll call the head. Rod is quite consistent, and we're happy for that. He's quite consistent running on tournaments every weekend. But with everything going on with the leather pocket kind of changing over hands and management and so on and so forth, it took us a little bit to get everything worked out, but we are good to go. And it's just been really, really, really busy. Got my my hands full with Jam Up and doing some really exciting things there, but we'll get into that. For right now, we will concentrate on this match. Johnny following the 6. Side pocket is hungry. Took in both. Really, really good opportunity here for Matt. Be able to get that ever so important first game. Yeah, and I like what he did there. Didn't try to get too straight. A straight shot on that 8 would make things a little bit more difficult. So nice angle here. Yeah, nice little pop off that rail. Hit that perfect. Oh, no. I preemptively added the 1 to his name. I didn't think he would miss that. Is there a bracket? It is. There is a bracket on challenge. And the name of it is Beat the Heat. Johnny taking advantage. Drawing first blood. It is the Devil of 9 ball. So this will go all day today, all day tomorrow. I'm here probably till about 4 o'clock. And I've got to give a special shout out to Stephanie Toy, my wife. It is her birthday today. And so I will be taking off here at about 4 o'clock and spend a little bit of time with her on her day. So happy birthday to you. And then, of course, we're back tomorrow. And then tomorrow I have a meeting at 4 o'clock, so I'll be taking off a little bit early again. But if it's still going on and my meeting concludes, then I'll come back and join the mic again. And yeah, Arnie, it has been, it's sure been a minute or a few, more than a few. But really good to be back. I'll try and get a picture kind of where we're set up here at the Leather Pocket. All of the cameras are now wall mounted, and there's an actual stream booth. How is Mr. Francis doing? Is he still engaging the Leather Pocket? Is he playing anymore? He certainly is, Dave. More than. He is now the new general manager at Leather Pocket, so he's been kind of working, which is one of the reasons that you haven't seen us traveling around and so on and so forth, going to all the events that we normally do. He's been busy running the ship here at the Leather Pocket, and of course I've been got my hands full with Jam Up. Some really, really exciting things happening here with Jam Up. We'll make some announcements coming up shortly, and yeah, excited. Some good things. And so, being that that Ben is the new general manager, he's playing quite a bit, hitting the balls really well. I'm sure at some point throughout this broadcast this weekend, he'll be on the stream. And there, for those tuned in on Facebook, that is the link to challenge to the Beat the Heat bracket. Thank you, Roger. So we are going to try to find a way. You guys tell me. I mean, this is the first broadcast that we've done out of the new booth. It's quite quiet in here, which is great. That makes our job really easy. But I think one of the elements that that viewers enjoy, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, is kind of the sound of the room, right? the breaks happening and just kind of the noise of the room. I think that's an important element in the broadcast. So if you guys agree with that, I will, eventually try to find a way to get us a microphone out in the room, and that way, we get to capitalize on the ambience of the room without having to hear it ourselves. So I think that would be a nice added touch. Nice. Simple run out here from John. Nice little draw shot here to get to the 8. Nice angle on the 8. And can go either just forward 1 or draw 2 rails around. Decides 1. Might overhit this, but get lucky and have that 9 to the left-hand side pocket. And Johnny with a 2-game lead. Sound is great. Can hear people breaking. Good. So it's quiet for us, but at least you can still kind of catch some of that ambience, which is what we wanted. So if we don't have to add an extra mic outside, then that's perfect. Players can't hear us at all. Johnny Triple P, my idol. He certainly hit a few. He's had some really nice accomplishments playing pool. 3 or 4 time VNEA Vegas Master. Of course, that's on Barry's team. So he's certainly got the ability. Now it's a matter of how much has he been hitting over the course of the summer. I know with myself, I have barely picked up a cue. I most certainly will do that for you, Carrie. So Matt coming to the table. Has to make this 1 ball from downtown. About 3/4 of the length of the table. Nice controlled shot. Has to watch out here for both the 7 and the 9 to get onto that 2 ball. Very true statement, Dave. So Dave on YouTube says Triple P is a very pleasant man unless you're on a table playing against him. And that's how it should be, right? I can be as pleasant as the next guy off the table, but on the table, it's all business. Now, of course, I don't play very much anymore. I've got other things that are requiring my time and attention at this point. That being said, we are focused a little bit on trying to get back out and go to some live streams. For those that didn't know, and I won't go into huge detail, but I had my appendix rupture, and without going in right away, I waited for a week, which caused a bunch of issues. So that happened about 6 weeks ago, and so traveling for me right now is not advised. And so we did have the chance to head to Ontario and potentially do a stream there, but with the advisory from medical team for myself, it's just not in the cards at this point. But I will get back to that point, and we may be looking at doing a stream stateside. I won't say what that is until we've got the I's dotted and the T's crossed, but we are looking at stateside, and that'll happen, I believe, in either September or October. I'd have to go back and reference my notes. But we are looking at a stateside event, and if that happens, we'll let you know. And of course, we'll bring you all the action from that. That will be more than likely myself. And then a few things happening where we can potentially have some pretty exciting things happen. But again, I'll allude to it, but I won't go into huge detail with it until it's all done. Yeah, it's so true. Sounds like a bad idea for sure, but I'm the only doctor on the internet. How are the two boys, yours and Ben's, doing? Saw them playing there once. Are they still playing? Yes, Dave, they're still loving the game. My kids, if I bring them to the pool hall, it's like pulling teeth to try to get them to leave. So they have their dad's passion for the game, and you know, I really like that. And same as Ben's son Ryder, growing up like weeds, man. It's unreal. Johnny Triple P with the 9 ball here to take a 3-0 lead over Matt McGonigal. He's had some chances, just hasn't been able to capitalize yet. However, as we've seen many times, there is a turning point throughout the match where it seems to be one guy gets all the rolls, rubs, and luck in the first of the match, and then at some point the pool gods decide to flip the script. Welcome, Diane and Jerry. I'm assuming that's what that means, Diane, Jerry, McCreary. That could be one or the other, but welcome. And welcome back to everybody else. As we mentioned, it's certainly been a minute since myself and Ben have gone live. He'll be on the mic at some point today. He's playing in a match right now, and he'll be on the mic joining me at some point. We'll have Dan Clark on the mic, probably a few guests. But it's certainly been a while, and we thank you for sticking with us. Joining us when we do go live, and we really do appreciate it. There are things in the works. We haven't forgot about it. It's not that it's out of mind. It's just been extremely busy, and at some point we will get back to where we were. I feel like I'm part of an exclusive club because I clicked the button, even though there are 29 others watching with me on YouTube. Indeed. Gord Kerr, welcome back, sir. I've missed you. Or I'll say my ribs have missed you. They started to heal up a little bit, Gord, so. Might leak out here. Don't think he quite got where he wanted it to be. That will leave an open shot here for Johnny. Nothing to do here. Make the one. Maybe a touch roll up if need be. Did he get the right position, right angle? 2 to 3. Check that left rail. Doesn't have to do very much. Just like that. Looks like Johnny's getting into some stroking rhythm, getting that old elbow greased up. Nice little shot here. Nice pocket weight. Check the rail. Very nice. Draw off the 4 and just check off the bottom rail. Give yourself some nice angle on the 5 ball to go to the 6. Goes 2 and goes too far. Oh, he might still be able to get the cut here. Put himself in a little bit of trouble. And again, I think that's more to the fact that typically with summertime, there's not as much play, so you tend to get a little bit of excitement and adrenaline, and I think he might have adrenaline stroked that. But plays a nice safety. Matt's going to have to bring out the old short stick once up over the 9 ball. Yeah, he definitely got angle on that one, eh, Derek? And not terrible here from Matt. I can't quite tell. Johnny might be able to hit this and make that 5 ball. Does have to watch out for the 9 ball. But I can't quite tell. Oh yeah, he's down on it fairly quickly. Oh, checks too much. This might hang up. A little bit of a cut here for Matt to make that 5 ball into the right-hand side pocket should he choose to cut that, or he could go for the bank. I think I like the cut shot here myself. But what do I know? It is Saturday and the banks are apparently open for Matt, not for myself. WestJet just lost 5 Jam Up shirts and Predator jacket that you got in May. Never worn. Yeah, I'll work something out for you, Gord. Just send me a message. I'll take care of you probably on Monday. We can get that taken care of and done for you. Now I don't think Johnny can see 7 direct. He may have to go off that bottom rail, a little bit of right-hand spin, or a lot of it, off that bottom rail. Oh, he's looking at going off the side rail. That could be touchy. That could hang up into the heart. Look at this. He'll take it. That'll give him a 4-0 lead with the deposit of the 9 ball. Done just like that. It did not have to work out that good, but it did. Speaking of Jam Up, let's do a little bit of house cleaning. We just released, what was this, 3 days ago. All of the Predator Strike jersey designs are now available on t-shirts. So if you are interested in getting one of those, just jump over to Jam Up Apparel. Price point on them much easier on the pocketbook compared to a jersey. They are starting at $29.99. You can head on over to jamupapparel.com and just look under t-shirts and you'll be able to find those. Are you in the hospital still in the U.S., Gord? I think you were heading down for was it APA you were going down for? Or it might have been ACS that you were heading down for. Hopefully you're not in the hospital in the States. Just from an expense point of view, being that you're Canadian. Kind of rushed, I think, on the backstroke, and then not really the normal pause that you see out of Johnny on that shot. Kind of came backwards and forwards at an elevated speed, trying to make that 1 ball, and I don't think he quite got the accuracy. Yeah, the strike. Gord, the strike design was a really popular design, and we did have quite a few requests to put that onto a t-shirt. So y'all asked, we delivered. Oh, look at this. What a shot. Does he get to the 4? Indeed he does. What a great shot. Rail first, back cut. Hit to perfection. 4 into that right-hand side pocket. Wrong side. That's heading toward the hole. Straight to the bucket. And a golden opportunity here for Matt to get himself on the board. I think at this point, it is moving time, Matt. Let's see it. Gord says, I'm in the hospital in Las Vegas for APA. Been here for 5 days. I am so sorry to hear about that, Gord. Hopefully everything is working out for you and they can get you sorted out and back on your feet again. Clark says, how is Damien doing? Have not seen any updates as of late. Damien's actually doing really well. For those that don't know, and again, this comment comes from Clark on Facebook. Right after I had gone in for my ruptured appendix, I was released from the hospital on Friday, and this is going back a little bit of time, about 6 weeks. Sorry, about 5 weeks. And as soon as I got released, Damien one-upped me, and he went into the hospital for a massive heart attack. But he went in, and it was so he's had a few heart issues before. He's had stents and all those things placed, and one of the stents that was placed earlier ended up being too small, and so it caused 100% blockage into his heart. And so they had to go in, remove that one, put in a new one, and it's amazing what they can do in the medical field these days. And so he had gone in on, I believe it was Tuesday kind of midday. They sent him from where he was to another hospital that night. They went in, operated on Wednesday morning, and he was back home by Wednesday night. So he's now motivated. He started up another Facebook group. It's called Walk With Me. Really inspiring. I've now subsequently joined that group, and really it's just going for a walk. It's getting out and being active, and you can go and take a look at it. It's got his story on there. It's got my story on there. You can go check that out, and if you feel so inclined, join the group and start walking with us. What's going on, my man Lou? Tuning in from New Jersey. Welcome back, sir. Dave. Well, this is the thing with Jam Up is we are dad bod friendly, because as you'll see on the Walk With Me group, both myself and Damien, we are the same way. We got the good old dad bods, and with Jam Up, those shirts are dad bod friendly, both on the t-shirts as well as jerseys. And I completely missed who won that last game. Let me go back and look. I can't go back and... Oh, here we go. Matt got it. Good stuff. Matt is now on the board. And good morning, Steve. Welcome back. And for yourself and anybody else that's tuned in both on Facebook and YouTube, if you can help us out, it is a Saturday here in Calgary. Help me out and hit that share button. Let's get some viewers rocking. If you're tuned in on YouTube, very, very simple to do. Copy the link. Also like the stream. That will help push us up in the priority. And copy the link, post that out to any of the Facebook groups or invite your friends to watch. We would certainly appreciate it. And while you're at it, if you haven't done so yet, head on over to both Facebook and YouTube and either like or subscribe. We are so close. 49,000 followers on Facebook. Looking to hop over that 50,000 mark. So if you haven't done so and you feel so inclined, help us out to get there. So Steve says, so you're going to be my entertainment this weekend. I'm certainly going to try. It's been a minute. I'm going to need a whole can of WD-40 to knock off all the rust that I've got on me, but I will do my best. I'll put my best foot forward for you. Johnny Triple P at the table, 5, 6, 7, 9 to clean up. Doesn't want to hit that. Got good on the 6. Nice little draw over for the 7 ball top left-hand corner. Some nice angle would be good. This is that tricky angle. Nice straight draw. Just catch that left side rail. Wants to get off of that. Just like that. Hit it perfect for a 5-1 lead. Ooh, he thought he missed it. I thought he missed it. And of course, a little bit more housekeeping. We couldn't do it without everybody. DCL Labor and Contracting Inc. adding some cash into this event. That is Ben. We appreciate it. Not Ben Francis, another Ben. We really do appreciate it, Ben. And we always appreciate the support here at the Leather Pocket. And you've continued to do so. So we greatly appreciate it. Johnny Triple P back up with the break, leading 5-1 over Matt McGonigal. It is a race to 9. 9 ball on the A side on the 9 foots. If you go to the 1 loss side, you'll be heading over to the 7 foot tables, playing 8 ball on the 7 foot and a race to 7. Oh, Gord. You know, I don't have to worry about you anymore. Even though you're in the hospital, I can see that you're still up to your old spirit and your old self, and believe me, my ribs appreciate it. And it's been a while since I've asked this question. Where's everybody tuning in from? It has been a while. It's always good to see. Nice little hit there from Johnny. Unfortunately, I think that is going to leave Matt dead in on the 1 ball. A little bit difficult, I think, because he's got the wrong angle. If he draws, I think he'll be going into the 8 ball, but I could be wrong. He is digging down on the cue ball. Okay, so he had lots of angle the other way. No issue there. A little bit tricky here. May decide to go over to the right rail and go halfway or 3/4 of the way back. Southern Alberta for the practice room on YouTube. St. Edwards, Nebraska for Jeff. Welcome back, guys. We appreciate you. Peter Wood tuning in, Vancouver Island on Facebook. Ben DeWolf, the man from DCL. He is in the house. Not only is he a contributing factor, he is a player as well. That's it? There's 4 of you? 4 of you that have the volume on? Maybe I'm rustier than I thought. Comes up a little bit short on this 6 ball, but he should be okay. Nice little touch draw. Some right-hand spin, that'll take care of it. Put the wrong spin. Looked like on his follow-through he put the opposing spin, wanted a little bit of right and instead caught the left-hand side. Steve says Edmonton. Welcome back, Steve. Blair, Olds Gas Plant. Welcome back. Mr. Blaine. East of Red Deer from Shane. Well, we appreciate you no matter where you're tuned in from around the world. A lot of Canadians so far. Don't see any of our U.S. responding as of yet. I know you're on here. What's going on, Mr. Guy Nicklin tuning in from Edmonton? Gord, you're Canadian tuning in from the United States. Tough little shot here for Johnny. Needs to get around behind that 8-ball. Although not terrible, right? On a 9-foot table to leave distance. That's where you want to be. Kissimmee, Florida. From Kathy. Welcome back, Kathy. Appreciate you. Wish you were streaming the Vegas finals. No split screen was painful. Yikes. Well, hello, Mr. Bork. Good to see you again. Bay Area, California for Randy. Jeff says, going in for my 12th heart surgery on Monday. Good heavens. Arizona in the house. Welcome, David. Good to have you back. Dwayne, welcome back. Slaughter Beach, Delaware, tuning in. How are you, Johnny? For your 12th heart surgery. Good heavens, Jeff. Did you tell the doctors that, they have the technology to replace that heart? Tennessee in the house on Facebook. Welcome, Adam. And once again, see, I got caught looking. I was looking at comments, didn't see who won that last game. This is part of the rust I was alluding to. Was that Johnny or Matt? Matt won. Very nice. Thank you. Gosh, Gord, I tell you, Gord's comment. So this is, for those tuning in on YouTube, this is the type of viewer and relationship that I have with Gord. His comment is, Rhonda, you're the first one that puts wisdom and Grant Zemp in the same sentence. And, I mean, let's be honest, there is an element of truth to that, but, I mean, it just doesn't need to be told, Gord. Yeah, David, really good to be back. And, I've got a little bit of rust, right? I'll need some WD-40 or something to knock the rust off. It's certainly been a while since we've been live, and as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, it was, it's just been a busy time with the changeover of Leather Pocket and Ben now taking over as general manager, and I've been tied up both with my appendix rupture and then with jam up and so on and so forth. It's just been really busy. And I wish there was more than 24 hours in a day where we could accommodate everything, but unfortunately I do not have that type of control or power. But we will get back there. As I mentioned earlier, there is a potential for us going down and doing some coverage in the States. Excuse me, that'll happen either September, October, somewhere in that neck of the woods. I believe it's in September, late September. But nonetheless, I'll more details on that if and or when it does come to fruition. "12 surgeries. Yeah, you can keep that record. I fold." Ain't that the truth, eh? Yeah, that is definitely a record, Jeff. All right, so instead of me losing and getting lost in comments, I am going to focus a little bit more on this game. So Matt missing that 4-ball, leaving it open here for John. See if he can snap the 4, maintain position on the 5. This will land up nice, lay up nice. 5 in the side, might have to draw to the danger. Has to draw over to that right side of the table, and if you overhit the draw, oh, he's looking if it goes past the 7. I don't know if it does. I don't think it passes to the top right-hand corner. Ideally, that's where he'd like to be, but he may have to draw to the danger side over to the right, and based on the angle he's got, it does have potential to draw into that right-hand side pocket. And he makes a liar out of me, and the 6 does go past the 7 ball. Yeah, I'll pin that for you, Roger. Provided it will let me. Sometimes it does. We got her pinned. I appreciate it, buddy. So for those tuned in on Facebook, the pin or pinned comment, that is the link to the brackets. You'll be able to see all the players, follow along, see what's what, and who's playing in the event. Quite a few players. I know it's full. So definitely quite a few players, a lot of talent in the room without question. So it should be a fun-filled weekend. Johnny Triple P adding to the lead now 6-2, leading over Matt. And of course, we've got more things that we have to take care of on our end. Mr. John Ditto, again, stepping forward, stepping up, contributing to the prize fund. And of course, he is with Remax, the Realty Professionals. And we appreciate it, Mr. John. Again, these events are part of the Calgary pool scene, and we're very blessed here. We have quite a robust pool scene, and to have guys like Ben from DCL and John from Remax willing to contribute into the prize fund, we appreciate it. Defibrillator has gone off at least 20 times and saved me every time. That's unreal, Jeff. That's crazy. Had one heart attack in my 30s. That was enough. Yeah, right. I think once is enough. Jeff's going for a record. This might hold up. Not sure that that's going to get there. That'll leave an open shot on the 1. A little bit tricky to get to this 3 ball. Maybe go underneath the 6-9. Nope. Tries to go on top. Whew. Danger central right there. Almost found that left-hand side pocket. However, does get away with it. So we'll see how Matt goes about this. There is a 2 rail. I think if you go up to the top rail off the left side rail, some left-hand spin, there is a shot there. Going off that left side rail once, 6 and 9 kind of in the way of that shot. So I think really the only option, at least that I see, is off the top rail, the left-hand side rail. Some left-hand spin on the cue ball, try to come 2 rails down. Just like this, overhit the left hand for sure. That left hand will definitely shorten up the angle so long as it carries through both rails. It'll really, really shorten that that angle up. So ball in hand for Mr. Johnny. We'll see if he goes kind of on top of the 3. Yep. Very good. 3 to the 4. See if he goes 2 rails inside or 1 back. 1 back. Connects with the 9 ball. Does he still have the path to the 4? Indeed he did. Did he overhit or is he perfect? He is overhit, so more than likely a safety play here from Johnny. He may send the 6 all the way up table or the cue ball, either which. Does want to get in behind and stick, and it's going to leak out. Not much of a shot, but there is contact between the cue ball, 6 ball for Matt. And believe me, Matt's not out of this match yet. It ain't over till it's over. Love the aggressive side right there. And does he get away with it? Might have left a little... Could have left this cut shot. Again, it's a little bit deceiving, but that's all right. Came up a little bit short, however. Johnny still rolling with the love from the pool gods. And I don't think that Matt's really done a whole lot wrong. It's typically if Johnny missed, this is the kind of shot that he gets left. A little up and over. Really quick paced on that jump shot. Perhaps a touch rushed. Still made contact. Still left it good. So the end result was exactly what you're looking for. Oh, now that's really interesting. Is there a window between the 7 and 8 to get to the 6? It does look like that window exists from here. Oh yeah, he's down into there right away. Oh yeah, really well done. Nice smooth stroke through that 6 ball. Dead perfect for the 7 top left-hand corner. Doesn't really have to do a whole lot here. Just make the 7 ball off that left-hand side rail. Does want to stay above the 8 here. Oh no. And when you go back and watch this, Matt, you'll see the difference between how you attacked the 6 ball and how you shot the 7 ball. A little bit rushed on your pace. So just be cognizant. Same time frame, same pre-shot routine. And I think that would definitely elevate your game. Nice little shot from Johnny here. And we'll see if he just kind of smooths this in. Nice draw and just floats for the 9 into the... Oh, no. Disaster. All right, Matt. Golden opportunity. Instead of 7-2, now potentially 6-3. That is a very, very big difference. No issues here. Stroke in that 9 ball, do your pre-shot routine, and you should be a-okay. Got her to go, had to wipe its feet, but it got there, 6-3. And for those just tuning in, this is happening here at the Leather Pocket in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Beautiful day here in Calgary. Nice and sunny, warm weather. Certainly not like Arizona. You know, from what I'm hearing, I'm glad I'm here, not there. I can stand to not be in an oven. Nonetheless, a beautiful day here in Calgary at the Leather Pocket. And we will be live all weekend long today and tomorrow for the LP Beat the Heat. Very applicable given today's temperatures, weather here in Calgary and seemingly south of the border. It has been, I believe, 36, maybe 31, 32, 33 days consecutive, somewhere in that realm, of consecutive 110 plus in Arizona. Staring down the neck of the 1 ball. Tried to smooth it and hold for the 4 ball. Tried to play a nice little rolling stun shot. Might have got Johnny. Might have horn hooked him here. Johnny gonna try to tie up the 4 ball. Smart shot. Matt now with ball in hand on the 1. 4 does not pass the 6 nor the 7. So he's gonna have to try to break in and push that 4 ball out while maintaining shape on it. If not, he'll have to manufacture a safety himself. And could try that right now. 3 foul rule, of course, is in effect. Johnny on 1. Could push the 1 into the 4, use the cue ball to hide behind the 6 ball. 8 blocks the 1 bank. That was an option. It's no longer an option, but we'll see if he's doing the 4-7 combo. Nope, straight safety. Does get there, but it does leave a nice little 1 hopper for Johnny, being that he is right-handed. If he's left-handed, that's a great shot. But being that Johnny is right-handed, that does leave the jump shot open. Yeah, I agree, Adam. And that's the thing, right? I think Matt's got all the capability and skill to really do some good things on the table. You know, and the best advice I ever got was to record myself playing, and that way I can see myself on how I approach, how I hit, so on and so forth, and you really get a lot of good, solid information about how you play the game. And that's what I'm trying to do, right? It's simply constructive criticism, nothing, you know, outrageous. And I think if he just came up and developed his regular pre-shot routine and approached everything the same way, I think he could be a very dangerous player. Everyone picks on the softballs until it's a boxing match. So a little bit of cat and mouse here happening on this 4 ball. Matt leaving it open, but a little bit of a back cut, may run into the 7. So depending on the angle, does have to watch the rub off the 7 cue ball scratch into the top left-hand corner. We'll see what he can manufacture here. Yeah, just straight up safe all the way, utilizing that 8 ball. It is now the beach ball in the way of the 4. Yeah, they both play really well. And again, right, summertime pool will all give a little bit of leeway because oh, there's a nice shot. That's great. Oh no, does it leak? Oh, that's rather unfortunate. I think he manufactured a good attempt on the safe there, just perhaps a little bit heavy. But yeah, I think you know, with it being summertime and perhaps players not practicing the same or as much, you know, the old elbow grease in the arm needs to be a little bit more lubricated, and that's why we play pool. That's why we play league, and that is starting up here pretty quick. September is typically the start of back to pool. Yeah, Barb, it has been a minute for certain. And again, right, I've got a little bit of rust that I'll work through, but I will do my level best to keep everybody as entertained as what I can. And yeah, just really glad to be back. To be fair and to be honest, I missed being on the mic. Buying a left-handed cue was the ultimate anti-left measure. Isn't that the truth, eh? Those left-hand cues, I tell you, that was so genius. Genius marketing right there. All right, Matt. Here we go. If you can make this 6-4, you are back in it, sir. See, when he gets down and takes his time, and I mean, he set that 8 up really well. Whether that was by intention or not, the 8's now sitting ideal. And when Matt takes his time and develops and goes through his whole practice or pre-shot routine and does it the same way, he can pocket some really, really difficult shots. Yeah, nice angle on the 8 to come out for the 9 ball. And it's that same pattern, right? Every time. If he can do that same pre-shot, same time frame kind of rush there again. Right? Does he get away with it, or does he get froze almost right up? There is a little bit of separation there, so we might be able to manufacture the shot on the 9. But again, rush that a little bit. And it seems to be that on those quote-unquote easier shots, that's when he tends to rush a little bit. Peter Wood says, any chance of Ghost League coming alive again? There is a very big chance of that, Peter. I know I haven't put an update on the page lately, but there are a few different avenues that I'm looking at, and here's why it takes as long as what it does, or is taking as long as what it is to get that thing up and going. Again. When we come back, we want it to be just perfect. We want no issues, no potential issues with anybody having the ability, capability, or desire to shut down our page and call us a gambling site like they've done. So when we come back, we do want it to be to the point where we don't have to worry about those issues. And there's also a potential, and it's a high potential of us taking it at the same time to a whole new level. And I'm excited about it. I don't want to drop any carrots. I don't want to dangle carrots or any of that kind of stuff. But those avenues, they'll come to fruition here hopefully within the next, I'll say 3 or 4 weeks. And once that happens, we will have some pretty awesome announcements. But to make a long answer short, the answer to that question is yes. LOL, does that work? The marketing side of it worked. And it looks like we are joined by, of course, the one and only Mr. Ben Francis. How'd match 1 go?
Good.
You got to the right side of it?
I always look around the room to see if I can finish first. So I was watching John here from afar, and I thought, I'm going to finish before him, and then I'm going to commentate the end of his match.
Nice.
I was racing.
I love it.
He was missing too many balls to finish first.
Yes. Well, it's one of the things that I've talked about is that summer rust, right?
Yeah.
With most players not, playing a whole lot throughout the summertime. We can be a little forgivable on some of those earlier missed shots, but I think towards the end of this event, you'll start to see the old elbow grease get lubed up and things happening.
Yeah, I talked about that exact topic with John this morning because he knows he's rusty too. But
yeah, of course.
I told him it's a long race. By match 2 or 3, he'll be maybe in stroke if he can make it to match 3. Right?
Yeah. Well, Matt's given him had the opportunity a couple of times to kind of lay it to him, but I see some things within Matt's game that I've pointed out, and I think if he goes back and watches this, that would definitely help. And that just involves your pre-shot routine and taking the same amount of time, regardless of the shot. And you'll see this even now with you coming in late, that when it's quote unquote the easy shot, he tends to rush that pre-shot routine, and that gets him into a little bit of trouble. So I just said, look, if you go back and watch, just maintain that same time frame on your pre-shot routine, and I think it would help his game immensely. He's a dangerous player. I mean, he can pot.
I've spent some time with Matt, coaching-wise, and you're right. He has mentioned rhythm a lot, so he knows already that it's kind of something he needs to work on. Mm-hmm. Definitely, I get a lot of players ask me about rhythm because I play fast.
Yep.
So they ask me, what's the correct pace, and there isn't one.
No, it's what
just
works
like
for you.
whatever works.
Yeah.
And of course, you can't just run up and shoot every ball like John.
No, of course.
Like this shot was a little bit tough, so he took his time there, right?
Yeah.
He had to think about something. So each shot has its own pace, right?
Yeah.
I think if the 9 is over the side, then you don't need a pre-shot routine. You know, if you're just shooting the 9, it's a hanger. You just
Sure.
You
but
don't
it's
even
not
need
something
chalk,
that you want to
right?
rush
No,
into either.
you gotta
know what I
make
mean?
sure.
There's that fine line.
Yeah, and really just practice something and stick to it.
Yeah.
So if you like playing at a medium pace, then practice that.
Yeah.
If you like to play fast, then practice that. What a shot that was.
That was great.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah,
and it's that time frame, that right about that time for Matt.
Yeah.
Right. And stay to that. And my thing would be stay to the same rhythm up until the point where you get comfortable and confident in that rhythm.
Yep.
And
absolutely.
then if you want to try to rush a few shots,
yeah, then you can speed up. Yeah.
Right.
Rolled that one. It was a little bit tricky, that one too.
Yeah.
He had to kind of hit it slow, which is never enjoyable. We always want to kind of be punching the balls in whenever we can.
Yeah. Guy Nicklin says, "What's up, Benny?" I kind of play a little fast too.
Yeah, if only we could all play like Guy Nicklin, this tournament would be over today.
Right?
By like lunchtime.
Oh, well, let me tell you, when this is one thing I know for a fact, that when Ben Francis is in rhythm, feeling confident, the guy runs around the table like Jackie Chan in a fight scene.
Well, these tournaments take too long, so somebody's got to speed up the show.
That's right.
John has always been that player too. Like if his bracket is a little bit behind, the tournament is in good hands.
Yeah.
Because he'll catch it up, right?
Yeah.
But he's got to get in stroke first. You can see it's the touch. We talked about it this morning. It's nothing about the potting. He'll pot like he's riding a bike, you know?
Yeah.
But the cue ball control and the soft touches and the subtle spins, like that was a spin.
Yes.
But with the rest, of course, we'll give him a break on that one. But
yeah.
But it's the shot before that he well overran.
Yep.
You know, he knows that he can't reach that far, so he wasn't trying to run it that far.
Mm-hmm.
And the last thing he wanted to do there was use the rest.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, these are the type of chances that Matt gets, right?
Yeah.
And then finds a way to give it back or hand it back. And again, I think it all comes down to that, developing that original pace to begin with.
Yeah.
I think he plays so well.
Yeah, he's a good potter. Really good potter.
He's an amazing potter.
Good stroke. Sure. He's got a good mind for the game. And he's hungry to learn.
Yeah.
Super hungry to learn.
Yeah.
I was surprised he didn't just roll that 8 in and leave a straight at 9, but I guess he wanted to, warm up the stroke a bit.
Yeah, get your arm moving. Let's give a shout out again to one of the sponsors. Do a little more house cleaning or housekeeping. Nick's Q Innovations, long time supporter of Q Sports Live, and of course the best in the business in Calgary for anything repair-wise that you need on your cues. Has a few of his own. He's got his own jump cue now, and
carbon shafts, keelwood shafts, full cues. He'll make you a full break cue, jump cue, shooting cue.
So you'll be able to find him on Facebook, or of course you can give him a call at 403-667-3173.
And he takes such good care of us. We're super spoiled.
Well, and I mean, like John says, everything has its own beat. You just have to internalize the count. There's nothing that will give you as much increase in your game and your playability than experience.
Yeah, of course. And Matt knows that. That's why he plays these events too. He's very much a go-getter when it comes to playing as much as he can. You see that break? He made 4 balls. Yeah. He had a tricky little 2-ball there, though.
Yeah.
Kind of shooting away from it and too close to the ball to judge the angle.
Yeah. Well, come on down, guy. We're here. He says, I got to hit up Calgary for a tourney soon. This was one you should have been at, guy.
Yeah, I'm surprised he actually hasn't played a tourney here. I know he works a lot of weekends, right? He's a chef, so tough to get weekends off when that's your profession.
Yeah.
Same reason we haven't seen Sean Blomley around for a tournament, because,
right,
he makes too much money as a chef.
Yeah, no doubt.
Care about taking weekends off for pool.
Yeah. Well, and some of the best food that I've had was, I think it's called the Blue Room.
It's called Blue Blood Steakhouse.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Out in Toronto.
Yeah, Blue Blood, I think. Yeah. Amazing place.
Yeah.
Let's see if John can bury this 9-ball. This is a tester when you're not
Oh,
fully
of
in
course.
stroke.
I think he kind of decelled in the 6-ball there.
He's such a good potter. I would expect him to drain it, put himself on the hill.
Yeah.
He rolls it in nicely.
He is there.
So if you're just tuning in, make sure you guys share that stream lots for us this weekend. We got matches all day today, and then the redraw tomorrow, the final 12.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. How is that happening? Is it just going into...
So the final 4 players on the A side today will get a bye tomorrow in the final 12.
Nice.
The other 8 will be randomly drawn playing each other. 10-ball on the 9-foot, race to 11, single elimination. That's the redraw.
That's interesting.
We're doing it like try to do it like the major events a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Except
I like it.
We're utilizing all the tables.
Yes.
With the
And
all,
and I
all
really
3
like.
games.
I'm a big fan of the split of playing A side on the 9-foot, B side on the 7-foot.
Yeah.
I'm one of the players that I can appreciate both table sizes. Right. I don't like calling the 7-foot a kiddie table. I think that's wrong. But it is very, very dependent on the game that you play on what size table as to whether I would agree, right? Like 8-ball on a 9-foot, that's a kid game, right? It's just easy. Put 8-ball on a smaller surface, more cluster, it becomes a little bit more challenge. So for me, I can appreciate both sides tables and both size tables and the various games that are played on each.
Certainly, you'll see us do like a lot of both. We'll do some only box tournaments as well.
Yep.
Because you'll notice that it tends to be the better players win more on the 9-foot.
Yeah.
When we play only 7-foot, now it's kind of more of
it's a mixed bag.
A mixed bag of there's instead of like 4 players, there's like 10 or 20. You know.
Yeah, but I also think that speaks to the robustness of the Calgary pool scene.
Absolutely.
And the talent level that we have. And just the size of players that we have here in the pool of
Absolutely.
Players. No pun intended.
No pool.
The pool of pool players. Does that make sense?
What a shot this was.
Yeah.
Super cuts in the 2 from 8 feet away. Oh, yeah, that was a super shot.
Cut it in from downtown. Is that what you're saying?
Can he see the 3, though? Yeah, watch
I don't know.
On the delay here. He makes a wicked one here.
Oh, yeah. Holy.
That's the potential he has in his game.
Yeah.
He's got huge potential.
Yeah, he sure does.
Just got to keep working, keep putting in the hours, the experience. I think that's the biggest one is
I agree.
The experience, too, because if you stick around these tournaments, even after you get knocked out, you'll learn a thing or two.
Yep. I would have to agree.
I like this one. Just hit it full and hit it hard and just send the 4-ball 2 rails to the other side of the 5.
Well, he's made
just
one bank already.
Look out. Look out.
My goodness. He got away with murder.
That's even better than behind the 5, believe it or not.
He got away with it there.
Yeah, we'll see. No, this isn't going to work out. So Matt could keep himself in this match. I mean,
I agree.
8-4 looks like an all but over score, but there was a tennis match the other day that was, they say, one of the most incredible comebacks in all of sports.
Really?
The guy was like down 5-0 and match point and came back and won.
No.
He's down a set. It's a best of 3. He's down 1 set, and he's down 5-0, and it's match point. And he comes back and wins.
Wow.
Which is unheard of in that game.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he just rattled it. And he crashed into the 7, which might save him here. Because it's going to create a problem for John. Although if he gets anywhere near straight on the 6, then the 7's right there. If he gets too much angle on the 6 is going to be the problem. This is where your touch needs to be good. He's going to be on the wrong side, or he's going to be perfect.
Wrong side.
Yeah. He's going to have to go into it now. This is typical John Poole. Just
Yeah.
you know,
pot from everywhere.
Pot the balls.
Yeah. Take what the table gives you.
Land on the wrong side, just move some stuff around. I like that he went and got a good shirt out of his car. That was good. He wasn't wearing that shirt when he came in this morning. Then he found out he was on the stream, and he said, I think I got this one in my car.
That a boy, Johnny.
This shot looks way easier on the camera than it is in person.
This is it's one of those just off-angle, really tricky shots.
You can't roll it, so you got to kind of punch it, and if you catch any of the side rail, it wants to rattle. See how he hits it. Drills it. That was a typical Pay-Pom-Pee match there, just scrappy and pot and balls.
Yeah.
Right?
But nonetheless,
Johnny
comes with it and takes the W over Matt McGonigal. But, again, I think Matt had some chances there and some things to learn.
He's playing good. He
is playing good.
Hold his head high, too.
I agree. Johnny's not an easy
No, he got a tough call there.
Yeah, he sure did.
So I'm not sure who the next match is going to be, but we're going to have somebody pretty quick, but we'll shut down restart, I think.
Yeah, I definitely agree. So with that said, guys, we appreciate you tuning in. Don't go far. We'll do a quick shutdown reset, get the next match loaded for you, and we shall be back momentarily. If you haven't done so already, make sure you go onto the Facebook page, give us a like and a follow. We are getting close, 49 and change. Help us get over that 50,000 follower mark. On behalf of myself, Ben Francis, and the rest of the Q Sports Live team, we appreciate you tuning in. We shall return momentarily. We'll see you back here in a few.